Hello YouTube and welcome to another one of my Dueling videos. Today I have for you a classic one. We're running the Atmosphere. Now I always liked this card a lot, but for the longest time I only had one of. I never got a chance to get all three of them, so I still only have the two, but I really wanted to revisit this deck. But because I don't have a third one, we're also running one Destiny Hero Plasma, which it's, you know, if you put this on the board and you can protect it, it's pretty much game over. You negate all the effects of your opponent's face-up monsters, I believe. Yeah, negate the effects of face-up monsters while your opponent controls them. So they can't really do much. You can steal a monster, and this card is gonna gain the attack of equals half of the original attack of the monster equipped to it. Unfortunately, it does not gain the defense, so it's gonna keep that crappy 600 defense. That's why I'm saying if you have protection for it, you usually win the game. I wanted to run a fourth boss monster, so I went with Vision here, Witch Raider. I'm not running traps, but it's still a dark, which means I can summon it using Fires of Doomsday tokens, and being able to destroy the back row is always, you know, a plus. Even though we have plenty of back row removal, to be honest, in the deck, I still like Vision Hero, Witch Raider. But anyway, we're running Restart because we can brick because of the engine we run. We're running 3 Mecha Phantom Beast Hamstrat. This card is perfect because if your opponent destroys it turn 1, or turn 2, if you're able to set it turn 1 and your opponent destroys it, you're gonna have the monster in the grave that you need for the Atmosphere, and you're gonna have the 2 monsters on the field that you also need for Atmosphere. So this this card can net you your Atmosphere right away. But because we're free to play, we're running Hyena, which it's like a better bubonic bourbon. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon any number of hyenas from your deck. So this reminds me a little bit of D-Boys. Obviously, you don't pay the life points. That's why I'm not running this with like Destiny Draw. I wanted to use hyenas just to throw a different engine. I didn't want to just stick to D-Boys. I'm still running the 2 Fires of Doomsday though, because with Fires of Doomsday, Mecha Phantom Beast, and the hyenas, you can get out your boss monsters pretty easily. We're running a lot of quick play spells, as you can see. We have 2 Cosmic Cyclones in case we're running to see Stealth Attack, 1 Double Cyclone in case you want to get rid of a monster that you have equipped to either the Atmosphere or Destiny Hero Plasma, so that you can steal a second one, 2 Forbidden Chalice in case we run into anything like Sylvans, and then the 3 enemy controllers. Econ Cheese is great because of all the tokens we have. You can Econ Cheese and then use their monster to summon your monsters, or go for a game. But that's pretty much it for the deck list. I got some very spicy duels with this deck, and I know I haven't been uploading a ton of videos, and I missed my stream this weekend, but things just been kind of crazy. Work is super busy, so some of the time that I would use at work in order to deck build or test some stuff, I haven't been able to, but hopefully in the next couple weeks we'll be able to get back on track and try to upload at least every other day. We're going up against Jade and Yuki. I have an enemy controller, Double Cyclone, and I have Hyena. Next turn I'm going to be able to go into Witch Raider if I feel like it. I'm going to see the Hate Grenade. I didn't know what this was, and then I saw the D heroes, and I felt okay about the matchup. We're gonna see the mass change. So unfortunately our field is going to be cleared. He gets an extra mass change, but decides to go for the Anki and keeping the Decider on the field, which I thought was kind of odd, but I don't know what he was going for. He could have attacked directly for 1400. That's why I had to set both enemy controllers to try to protect as many tokens as I could, and also protect my life points if there was a threat of it being attacked directly. So because he doesn't have any other mass change, he can't really get over my hamstrat, and he doesn't even attack it for some reason. So I'm able to save my hamstrat and keep all of my tokens. I decided to go for the Econ Cheese. Now this was a misplay. I was trying to clear the board because I didn't want to leave a monster on the field and then get Econ, get econ cheese myself, but I should have kept the econ because that would have protected me from the econ cheese. Instead, I clear the board, but I still leave myself open to the econ cheese. But we do get a Destiny Hero Plasma with 3300 attack, and this is what I'm talking about. He's picking up monsters. I'm not picking up anything, so at any point I could lose to an econ cheese. Luckily for me, he stays in top deck mode, and then he finally draws into the enemy controller, but he does not have the monster. So I'm able to take the W again against mass heroes with my Destiny Hero Plasma. Pretty nice and easy, duel 1. Next we got a Paradox Brother. I'm not sure if this is the duel or if it's the next one, but oh my god, boys. I felt so bad at just how I played this man into oblivion, and it was a filthy replay, but I'm not sure if it's this one or if it's the next one. We're going first. We have our hamstrat, so we're gonna get tokens, and we have the atmosphere. Yes, this is it. So he summons Archfiend Emperor, the first Lord of Horror. Luckily for us, we have a Forbidden Chalice, so we're gonna have to negate that effect, even though it's gonna boost him back up to 3000 plus the 400. I don't want my hamstrat to die before it gets flipped. And normally, okay, we're gonna see 2 cards face down. We've seen this deck before. More than likely, one of those is called the Archfiend, and the other one is either gonna be the other card that revives an Archfiend or the Needlebug. Either way, 9 times out of 10, you want a Cosmic Cyclone during your opponent's end phase so that they can chain the Call of the Archfiend. However, my boys, I was playing mind tricks on this guy, and I wanted him to activate his Call of the Archfiend. So I'm gonna save my Cosmic Cyclone. I'm gonna get my 2 tokens, save my Cyclone. We're gonna see the Needlebug nest here. I still let that resolve, and then I activate the Cosmic Cyclone. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because he's forced to chain this now, and he's gonna have to summon the Archfiend, you know, the Lord of Horror, and he's getting rid of his cards. So if that was a Kuriboh, it's no longer in play. We're gonna see the Call of the Archfiend as I expected. And now I have a beautiful target for my atmosphere that is going to give me exact lethal on this man. I felt bad for this man. I had to step away from the game for a little bit, wash my hands, and then come back and play because I felt just disgusting after what I did to that man. But now we got a Jaden Juki next. So obviously this deck is just a meme deck, but I got some pretty good wins. I mean, so far we've seen Mass Heroes, we've seen Archfiends. I don't remember what this Jaden Yuki was. But once again, we have our Hamstrat Atmosphere combo, and we have a Cosmic Cyclone. So right away, I try to get rid of that. We're gonna see Fusion Reserve. So this is going to be Dark Paladin Buster Blader deck. He gets to search a Buster Blader, which is kind of unfortunate. I set my Hamstrat and set my Forbidden Chalice. We're going to see King of the Swamp here, searching the Polymerization, and I was expecting either Dark Paladin or, you know, Buster Blader, the Swordsman Destroyer. Instead, he goes for the Red Eye Slash Dragon, and that's completely fine. I had a plan for this Red Eye Slash Dragon. I'm gonna get my tokens, or at least I thought I was, and then we're gonna see the Divine Wrath. Very, very unfortunate. Everyone plays Divine Wrath and or Ultimate Providence nowadays, which makes sense with how much monster effects we have. I was just kind of salty. Luckily for me, I have Mecha Phantom Beast Hamstrat number 2 in the hand, and I already know how I'm going to play this man. You guys will see. We're gonna set the Hamstrat again. We get the enemy controller for backup, which is great, but he doesn't summon another monster, which I figure, since it's a fusion deck, didn't have enough resources to fuse. So we're gonna get our 2 tokens, and this is where we play this man, just like we did the last player. We're gonna summon the Atmosphere, activate the effect. The effect targets, which means Red Eye Slash Dragon can negate it by getting rid of the equip spell, which he does just that, but we have the Forbidden Chalice, so we're gonna negate that, and we're gonna get that Red Eye Slash Dragon. Come over here, 3800 attack, summon my 3rd Hamstrat, and finish the game that way. Very, very nice. Not super easy, but very nice. We have a Thea Gardner next. And I got very lucky in this duel, I'm not gonna lie. I went first and my opponent brick, even with dual standby, which you will rarely see a dual standby brick, at least when you're going up against them, because every time I use them I always brick. So I'm gonna get to set my hamstrat. Doesn't summon anything, doesn't activate anything. I thought this was Dark Worlds, and immediately I'm thinking, okay, I've won. I have, you know, it's Dark Worlds. He didn't destroy my monster, I have Plasma. It is GG. And I have a Cosmic Cyclone and an enemy controller to back him up. So I'm gonna hit it for 1900, and then I see what I was going up against. Cyber Angels, Senju, I don't think so. Activates Machine Angel Ritual. Tributes the Senju and the Ben 10. For the Dakini. Dakini's effect is gonna attempt to activate. Prismatic Dakini, by the way. Plasma says no. He is going to get the Itaten from Ben 10. And if you guys want to know why the Keeny's effect did not activate and Ben 10's activated, it's because the effect activates in the graveyard, and Plasma states that once per turn, no, where is it? Negate the effects of face-up monsters while your opponent controls them. So while they're in the grave, your opponent does not technically control them. They have to be on the field. That's why he got the Ben 10 effect, in case you guys didn't know that. I'm able to save it, save my Plasma with the enemy controller, and then he scoops because he, she, whatever, salty. Again, my boys, Cyber Angels, Archfiends. What was the other matchup? Mass Heroes. So I don't know, man. I think my hyenas are tier 0. What do you guys think? We're gonna end the video with a My Valentine. We're going second, which you prefer to go first with this deck. But it's always nice to get some information by going second. My opponent gets all the information here with my restart. But we do get a slightly better have. We have Hyena and we have 2 Fires of Doomsday. Unfortunately though, we're going up against Geargias, which are a very, very powerful deck. Not the strongest opening for them. They don't have the Ties of the Brethren, which 90% of Geargias have Ties of the Brethren when they go up against me. So I got very lucky here. So he has an Accelerator and a Anchor, but for some reason does not switch the Anchor into defense mode. I wasn't sure why he did that. But I get to make him waste that enemy controller on my lousy Hyena. Unfortunately, I drew into a second one, which always sucks when you're running this kind of monster. Anchor is going to activate the effect and destroy my Hyena, as expected. And then he goes for Backup Rider. Look at this memer. He's going to make this Anchor go all the way to 3300. But because he plays around the Golden Apples, which he should, he attacks with Accelerator first. That lets me keep one of my tokens. I take the 1400 and I keep 1 token alive, and then I top deck like a maniac. We get the Atmosphere. We're gonna steal away that Anchor. Go for the attack on the Accelerator. Decides to protect it with Impenetrable Attack. Takes the damage. We're gonna get 2 more tokens during the end phase so that we can summon or Witch Raider. Snipe away the back row, which turns out is a Pulse Mines, and that's completely fine because I top decked once again like a maniac. I'm gonna go for the Econ Cheese, and then my opponent does not let me go through with the attack and just scoops it up. But this deck was very fun to use. I love the Atmosphere, man. I feel like it was, you know, severely underused whenever it came out, and now it's a little too late for it to have any real impact in the meta. But it's always fun to use, man. Relinquish cards that let you steal cards from your opponent for like no reason are always fun to use. So this is the deck list. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. Join my Discord if you haven't. The link will be down in the description, along with my PayPal link if you guys want to support my channel, support my content. I really, really appreciate that. And till next time.